to I'm gonna do a little video just for my sake than expecting anybody to watch this. Got the heavy machinery bundle, got the nice controller, playing Farming Simulator 19 on the No Man's Land map. I was trying to do seasons since they just introduced the geo for this map, but when I tried doing it, I don't know, messed things up. I couldn't access my garage anymore, so after tinkering around, I ended up just turning that off. Alright, well, I'm not able to actually use the controller. Here we go. Okay, I'm able to switch vehicles. Let's start. Alright, let's try. Oh, that's right, I changed the setting. That'll be a little bit more realistic if I have to actually start the engines, but I didn't figure out what the control is to do that. There we go. It looks like it's not one that I can do from the side panel here. There's another side panel off the screen you can't really see. Okay, there we go. So I'm using the pedals, the steering wheel, and there's a side panel with all the buttons. And should be a lot of fun for forestry and just driving around the map. Just got to get used to all the new controls here. Just arrived today. Been playing a lot of Farming Simulator since I've been staying at home. It's relaxing. Like I'm out in nature even when I'm stuck at home, so it's a good choice. And that happened to be the one of the free games in the PlayStation Plus for this month. So I imagine there'll be a lot more players downloading and playing this. Let me see, I kind of built up the map a little bit. I got a little town going now, so I have some greenhouses, places to buy and sell. Let's see, just a quick tour here just to drive around a little bit, get used to the controls some more. Let's see, I think I can use this. There we go, yeah. I can press the button on the sideboard for the little joystick part, and then I can move the camera around with my right hand, since the other control is on the steering wheel, and if you're driving you really can't change your view while the wheel is spinning around. And I just made some nice large fields over here and planted grass. Put in the BGA over here so I can make silage and sell that for a good profit. So yeah, pretty much from here north up to the tree line south of my farm is all going to be grass. Two really nice large fields. This field has a rock in the middle of it, so I left the trees that were around that and just, yeah, it'll be like a little island in the field of grass here. But everything else is already double fertilized out here. I'm not sure how fertilizer works necessarily for the grass. I don't know if just one will do or if I actually get any benefit of having it double fertilized. I even limed it. I'm not sure if that helps either. Yeah, it was fine. Alright, so got that little part done. My farm area is right up here. You can see I had fun landscaping, well, not really landscaping, but decorating. Put these nice hedges and put trees in between each of the hedges to give it a nice look. Let's circle back around this way. So I got a nice hedge over here. Went ahead and paved the roads with the painting tool. I tried plowing and doing different things with it, but it didn't ever look quite right, so I just went ahead and paved it with the painting tool. Here's the entrance to the farm. You can see it's expanded quite a bit from the original little shack and tool shed in the back over by the trees in front of us. This is the animal area. We got sheep, pigs, cows, and around the corner here we have a few chickens. backing up and training my own skills here. You can see my hand whipping around. Turn this wheel real quick. I just added this warehouse over here. This is for the forestry equipment, the bigger, the harvesters and such. Let's see, got a wood chip area, sawmill. Put in fertilizer and seed area over here. This is the little bale area that was there at the start on the map. I've got a dedicated lime and fertilizer spreader right there. Here's the original field that the map starts with. Put in a nice silo mod here. I really like this one. And put a lot of everything in it. It's pretty easy to access. Some of the larger stuff can't fit in there so well. It works pretty good. The original wood chipping area, which made pretty good profit off of that. Start the game, just clearing the field. That area's got a lot of work. Keeping all the equipment repaired. Put in a little car wash over here, keeping things clean so that they don't deteriorate too fast. Repaired the windmill there too. That's a nice little extra $1,000 an hour. And here's this used to be my original like big shed area. This is where the starter house was. Kept that for a little while and finally just ended up clearing that out and putting in something so I could store my bigger equipment. You see I've kind of got some of the larger like nice widespread on the cultivator and planter. I really like that planter. The thing turns on a dime, it's amazing. I did have my forestry equipment in here, but for some reason it keeps bouncing around and turning around, and yeah, it just wasn't stable in there at all. It still bounces around in the other one, but not nearly as much. See, I added a nice field over here on this curve of the map. Got another entrance there, a nice wide double gate. Made a path that goes all the way over to this side. It's a nice straight line there, so I want to make use of that. Got a nice narrow gate here, which is good if I have, just a tractor with a little something behind it that I can either close up or negotiate around it. See, I said a windmill up there. It's another $1,000 an hour. Really like the way these rocks look right here, so I didn't damage that. Just left that as it was. It's fun to kind of drive up here, but there's a windmill sales point, so I wanted to put a windmill up here, so I had a good reason to deliver things to the windmill. So there's a sales point. I enjoy coming up here whenever this is the best price for something. It's kind of fun to navigate back out. I did purchase this area as my first little forestry area. Came in and cleared all the really tall trees. Made a good bit of money, and then sold it back. And then later, when I had some more extra money, I came back and bought it again. I just want to check while I'm over here. There were a couple of trees that left stumps up in the air. I don't know if I can see it. I think 17 is to hop out here. I'm going to have to use the stick controls here. Maybe it got cleared out. There used to be a couple of trunks just sitting in mid-air over here. I don't see them now. Oh, no, there it is. There's one of them. I was able to, yeah, it was fun clearing the other one. I was able to climb up, and I had the big forestry equipment over here, and used it to extend it as high as I could, and then walked up that and cut down the top of the tree that was sitting up there. It looks like they just combined two trees, or maybe it's just a glitch in the map. Let's see. This was one of my first big fields added to outside of the shrubbery, the hedged-in area of the farm. And then this field to my left here, this one has been expanded twice, just as I added in different plots as I got more money. So now it's a nice long stretch. This bottom edge is a straight line, so it's fairly easy come in and work on it, but it's at enough of an angle that some of the hired workers don't do so great on it. Especially I left a tree down here on the end that's pretty close to the field. Sometimes I'll get hung up on that. This was the first gate that I put in. So, this was my original entrance into the farm. There's another field there to the right inside of the hedges that I use mostly for cotton right now. I like this little intersection here. Put a nice tall tree there so I can spot it from all around this area. Yeah, this field is another one I'm using for cotton. It's a huge field now. I expanded this one as much as I could to fit in that space. I think I could take it a little bit more north, but right now it's about as big as I can make it. Workers do pretty good on this one, but I try to do a pass along this edge just so that way they don't run into the shrubs when they're trying to turn around too wide. Now, this is so much fun driving around with this bundle. Got the steering wheel, the gas and brakes. So I feel like I'm really driving around now. Yeah, I think this is probably only my second time putting something on YouTube. First time was my son several years ago when he was wanting to be a YouTuber. So we were playing around with it, doing a Minecraft video, I think. I don't know, just kind of got inspired tonight. Just been watching a ton of YouTube videos. Mr. Seeley P, Ritto, really good Farming Simulator 19 videos. So since I got this equipment, thought it'd be kind of fun to just hop on here and record my farm a little bit. Yeah, more for me than anybody. Point my brother-in-law to it and show him what the game looks like. Maybe I can get him to play some. There's another little cereals area. This is for the what I have, root crops and dairy. Yeah, it's like eggs and milk stuff I can sell here. Greenhouses, pretty nice profit from those every hour. They're fun to keep stocked. It gives me something to do with the manure from the animal area. Well, right now I'm purchasing it and just to keep it stocked until my cows and pigs catch up. Let's see. Another sales point here for bells. Spinnery, hay area kind of thing. Yeah, there was a garden center. So this land was pretty sloped, so it kind of, I kind of forced it in here, but it was another sales point I wanted to have. I think I'll probably do some more landscaping, maybe put like a brick wall or something along the top of that. It's just enough so I can kind of come in here. A larger trailer probably had trouble, but right now I'm still working with I've got a 2100 or a 21,000 and a 12,000. So just still kind of starter trailers, not producing enough really to upgrade those yet. I think I'm sitting at like a $500,000 debt. Next round of cotton should take care of that. But yeah, with that said, that was the whole point of this, is I need to replant everything. I said I was going to try to do the seasons, but the geo just, I don't know, for some reason I could not access my garage. I could go into the marketplace. Actually, let me try that. So I could go here, but if I press the triangle to go to the garage, it would never load. Let's see if it loads now. I think I've still got the issue. Yeah, I'm doing the triangle, but garage is not opening. Oh well. Oh, nope, there it is. It's just really slow. I do have a lot in there, so that's probably part of the problem. Just kind of time that since I have the elapsed time for doing the video. It did open. I saw it. Here it is. Okay, it's on least, so I'm going to switch to owned. Okay, yeah. Weird controls here. Alright. Yeah, watching the clock. Exciting. Yeah, about 15 seconds. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I've got a lot of own items here, a lot of decorating. Upgraded the house, decorated it with some little items, lots of trees and hedges. For a while I thought this was all hung up because it's just keeping the same display. If you keep going, it eventually changes. There's the entrances, lighting, a couple of rocks to decorate. Now we're into all the hedges. This will go for a while. And you can see the price change every now and then since I put them in as I expanded the farm. There's the original items that were there. Added in that for the root crops and dairy area. A couple of poplars. Housing to go around the sales points. Got some nice lighting around the entrance ways. A few key spots so I can see at night. I did a water standpipe over by the greenhouses. These floodlights are really nice. They light up the farm at night so I can see my way around. Sales points, windmills, there's all the greenhouses. Yeah, so a lot of mods. I played through until I got all the trophies without using any mods. Well, except for the last trophy. I did use the government subsidies to kind of go ahead and get that 10 million. It was the last one I needed for platinum, so I went ahead and just get that out of the way so I could enjoy playing just to be playing, not trying to get trophies. And still got the original tractor there. Yeah, lots of fun stuff on the farm. It's good to know that this does open. I just have to be patient, give it a few seconds to open up. Alright, cancel back out of that. So I need to get ready to plant. Check the board here. Yeah, since I was doing seasons, it kind of erased and made them like fallow fields, so it doesn't show what was previously in each of them, so they don't really even show up there. Yeah, that's one issue with this controller. Nothing is mapped to the filters. So if I look at the map, I have to have another controller over here so that I can press that L3 button to the side just to change the filter. I don't know if there's any way to map something to that or if I'm missing something, but I haven't figured that out just yet. Okay, there's my fields. If I look at cultivated, yeah, the reason why I tried the seasons was well, first of all, I saw the geo there. It's like, yeah, now's a good time to do it. But all my fields I had just harvested. There was a big rain, so everything caught up and harvested everything around the same time. But yeah, now I've got them cultivated, and I think first fertilizer on each of them. Yeah, yeah, that's the big grass area here. It's huge. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun to just cut it and bale it. I always had fun doing that. Making money from the silage is kind of a bonus. It's just fun cutting it, windrowing it, tedding it if I want to make hay. Yeah, there's the windmill. I think I'm gonna put a big horse farm here. There's a really nice mod for that. It'll fit in this area really nice. And I'm thinking over in this area, I'm probably gonna make that a housing area. You know, I've got a nice little main road here with all the businesses. The people that work there need somewhere to live, so I think I'm gonna add in like a nice little like suburb kind of place over here on this section. And then eventually I want to put in another sawmill here and start doing a lot of forestry. Just have fun over here on these areas, clearing trees, just playing around with some of the big equipment. Especially now to have the heavy machinery, and I've got the nice controller here, got the sideboard. I can have a lot of fun with that. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking forward to doing the animals with seasons since it really changes how all the animals work. Doing the meat and dairy with the cows instead of just kind of raising them and selling off the milk they produce. you know, thought it'd be a lot more fun. Uh, it's more advanced. Looking forward to doing the pigs. I watched a cool video with like how fast those pigs reproduce. Um, yeah, Mississippi Pete did a really good one where he went to like each of the phases of doing it. So I'd like to get some like females and start reproducing them, and then having a separate area to go feed her to finish. That'd be a lot of fun. And then have a little chicken coop at the house that just has a couple chickens. I got everything set up to get their eggs, but it looks like they don't produce any eggs from the chicken coop. I think it's just more just to have pets around the house. Let's see. Yeah, since I'm doing no man's land, no contracts, there's no other. Well, stuff will show up in there. It's kind of odd. Nothing is there now. Usually there's something, but they pay like $1 because there's nothing actually in that plot. Play in real time. I've got all the helper stuff off, but I still have the economy easy and the plants at fast growth. Kind of move things along that way. And that's kind of it. Yeah, I've added all those areas. So I have a lot of sales points now. When it was just the vehicle shop grains, yeah, it was difficult waiting until there was a good time to sell things when you only have one place to sell it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep equipment repaired by actually taking it to the repair shop. Looks like I got a couple things there I need to take in pretty soon there. Yeah, and I still got $500,000 debt, trying to make some money to pay that off. I got up to like 1.3 million, getting it worked out. Once I get it all paid off, I'll probably buy some more equipment. I'm gonna have to invest in a little bit more to clear all that grass once that's ready. So it's a good thing you can borrow money. Usually keep some debt floating in the game until the end game when I'm really starting to make money. That's part of the reason why I did the mod, to go ahead and get that last trophy. I knew it would take a while to get 10 million. Alright. Well, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this as I'm working the fields. I guess I'll run it to about half an hour, so I'll go ahead and see if I can go in here and get this. I don't know if I can do this first person. Well, this one's easy. This one, well, it should be easy. It's right there. I don't think I pulled up far enough. I wish the head turn was quicker when you're driving. It makes it a lot more difficult than it needs to be when you're trying to back into something. Yeah, it's difficult to do it that way. Let's go third person. Yeah, it's really fun. My daughter's got a farm going in this too, since she's home and looking for things to do. She's been watching me play, helped me with the field a couple times. Try to press the right buttons to do this from the panel. Where's 19? Okay, so that's attached there. Should just be able to pull this out. And it's already full of grass. Let's see. Zoom out there. Some pad there. Yeah, I'm trying to do this first field manually all the time. I don't hire any workers for this first one. Okay, so seed number 5. We'll open that up. We'll zoom out a little bit more. Love that animation. That is just so cool watching the thing open up. Let's go ahead and pull over here a little bit more. Get this lined up a little bit better. Yeah, it pulls forward pretty good. Backing it up. Don't know if I can. It's gonna be weird with this controller. Let's see if I can back it up and get it straightened. Yeah, not perfect. It's hanging off the edge, but let's see. Yeah, I love that spinning wheel. Just trying to get things lined up here. Okay. Alright, let's try one more time to back it up. Alright, opposite way. Curve it. Well, I think I'm lined up in the right spot. And it's going to be some exercise spinning this wheel all the time. Alright, so I think 4 is turning it on. 20 to lower. There we go. Should be ready to plant. There we go. Go ahead and get it all the way up to the edge. This one's small enough, it only takes a couple passes, so if I don't have it lined up perfectly, it's no big deal. It's a good practice field. That's kind of how it started. The reason why I wanted to keep this one to where I have to work on it manually. No workers. Alright, let me try doing this. I lift it. Yeah, now that it's it's button press right next to control. And I kind of use the joystick as a gear shift for some reason. Alright, let's see. We'll drop it again. Yeah, this is not impressive at all. Yeah. This is some of the worst driving I've done on this field. It's just getting used to the controls, doing it with this wheel. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is an adjustment using this wheel. But I have to redo all my fields, so I'll get plenty of practice. Yeah, let's just watch this spin on the dime thing. Yeah, I love watching this thing spin around. Let's see if we can get it to the edge. Yeah, this is the worst planning. For a real farmer did this, wow. I also really enjoy watching Millennial Farmer. It's really entertaining, educational, just fun to watch. Yeah, I'm doing a horrible job on this bill. This is some of the worst planning I've ever done. Just an adjustment, getting used to this. Okay. 4 to turn it off. Alright. I'll go ahead and do the interior fields here. That'll probably take a couple more minutes, get me to the 30-minute or so mark, and then I'll go ahead and end this and just have fun playing by myself. Yeah, the hardest part is lining this thing up. Actually, let me try this. I'm going to fold it again. Let's do this the right way. Fold it, and I left an area here to turn around. For this field, it's always better to start on this outside edge. Actually, I've got 2 fields that run together now, so if I line this up, I can just kind of go back and forth across both fields. There we go. Alright, 5 to open. And get rid of the helper too. It's really nice. I can just press one button and get rid of the control helper. So once I get used to it and I know all the controls, there's still times where it's really useful, but I can keep it hidden most of the time. I like having the mini map up, especially if I'm trying to do a rectangular field. It's nice to be able to see the 90, 180, 270, 360 kind of direction, so I can line it up perfect, go straight lines. Alright, so 4 to turn it on, 20 to drop it. Nope, press the wrong button, press 19. Alright, so we attached it. Let's see, 20 to lower, 4 to turn on, and give it some gas. There we go. Now with the regular PlayStation 4 controller, you do this really easy. Got the hang of it. I'm sure I'll get much better at this. you have much more control over it with the steering wheel. You can get, you know, 0.1 degree easy. It's just, you gotta get used to it. I want to get to where I can do all of this from inside the cab, but I imagine I would be running into hedges by now if I try to do that. Ah, look at there, ran into a hedge while I'm talking about it. I think I'm doing good. Alright, yeah, not impressive driving tonight. Alright, let's fold it again, turn it off. There we go. Get that unstuck. Alright, open it back up. Turn it on, lower it, and let's see if I can drive in a straight line. Like I said, if I line it up, 180 should be easy. Alright, and then it's just driving straight. I shouldn't even have to touch the wheel now. Should be straight shot all the way down the field. Maybe. That's doing pretty good. This one's fairly level, not too bumpy. Keeps his direction pretty good. I'm cutting it right to the edge there, so I may not get it when I have this little rough side here. Didn't get this one perfectly straight line. A lot of times I'll go back through with the landscaping, the painting tool, just clean those edges up. Yeah, it's going to miss that one little section right there. I'm going to come back with a painting tool and just go ahead and extend the grass over a tiny bit just to keep it perfectly rectangular. Yeah, I'm sure farmers don't have perfect fields, so it shouldn't bug me, but you know, you get that OCD thing going. Alright, so let's lift that up. Let's see if I can do a quick turn here. I think I left enough room. And go ahead and drop it. No, not good. Not good. Yeah, need a lot more practice on this. There we go. Turn it. Get it straight again. There we go, back to 0. Now, do I touch, or did I leave a gap? Yeah, it touches. For now. Let's bump a little bit to the left. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and fix that one little spot. That's going to drive me crazy, having that one little spot. Alright, well, not very impressive so far. I think before I do this kind of thing again, I gotta practice with this. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll probably never do this again. This will be a one-time video. Might do another one in 5 years. We'll see. Really love watching YouTube videos. Series of whatever game I'm playing. Right now it's FS19. Before this, I was watching Oxhorn playing Red Dead 2 while I was working on that one. Yeah, another game where I've got one trophy left for platinum. But it's the one where you have to get gold and so many. Yeah, it's not if I have the patience to go through and replay those until I finally get it. Yeah, driving is horrible right now. My daughter's Matt, we're playing that one. I was doing so much better. Yeah, we'll do it in the cab. I was doing better because we were starter equipment and I could actually see. Like we were doing harvesting. But with this, it's all behind me, so it's really hard to do it first person. You can't spin your head around to see. Yeah, I'm just zigzagging. Alright. I've got to get used to. It's like little fine movements. It's kind of like when you're driving down the highway. Right now I'm treating it more like I have to do these big circles to line things up and then move. And then you have to counter it. it straight and then just trust that you're straight instead of going back and forth. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it. Give me another 400 hours. That'd be great with this controller. Yeah, just look at those patterns there. Just one zigzag. That's crazy. Alright, let's try this. I'm going to go here, lift it up, turn before I hit the hedge. Let's go ahead and finish this build. Alright, drop it. And I'm going to go ahead and do the hard side first. See if I can make a straight line, just even that out. And circle back around. And I'm going to hit the tree. Alright. That wasn't horrible, wasn't good. Just trying to loop to hit that edge. Yeah, this is not impressive driving at all. Yeah, I've gotten really good with the PlayStation controller, but man, this is just a completely different game using this. Alright, let's make sure I got more overlap. I want to leave a little bit like I did at the other end. Drop it. Straighten it up. Let's move the camera. Okay, that's better. Okay, yeah, it's getting better. Yeah, there's that little stretch right there. Oh, there's two of them. I'm going to have to make another pass just to fix those. Don't really have to, but I just can't leave those spots. Let's see. Lift. Drop. Straighten it up. Straighten up. Okay. Yeah, I better keep it to the left a little bit. It's not straight here. Alright, well, making a little bit of an improvement. Love the birds flying around. I wonder for real farmers how many times they get birds in their equipment and they're just going after the seeds. Alright, we get here. Lift. Spin around. Drop it. Straighten up and go. There we go. Oh, overcorrecting. There we go. Alright, almost done. So much for finishing in 30 minutes. Just realized I am planting grass. I'm gonna have to. Wow. Yeah, I didn't change it back after I did the big fields. Yeah, I'm basically planting grass. I'm gonna have to go back through and cultivate and clear all this up. Oh well, it's a waste of seed, waste of time, but still having fun. Drop it yet? Oh yeah, I do. Go ahead and drop it here. I have to get rid of that tree there. That was going to be in the way. Almost. Right, we'll call this driving practice. We'll come back and clear all this. Oh man, I got to cultivate it all and get rid of it. Oh well, more driving practice. As you can see, I definitely need it. Alright. Well, this has been fun. I would do an outro, but I'm probably the only one to ever watch this, so not much point. It's really cool listening to Mr. CDP. He does the same one every time. I love it. That and his opening. Alright. Left a little on the edge, but couldn't be helped. I'm going to get rid of it all anyway. Alright, well, made some improvement. Had some fun. Well, if anybody ever watches this, thanks for joining me. Stay safe. Not sure how to end it.